everyone, I hope everyone is safe and doing good. Welcome back to my channel Trick or Treat with Mathematics. So far we have seen almost all the topics of 6th class numbers, that is the first chapter of numbers. So I have also covered all the syllabuses, that is CBSE, ICSE and all the state boards available in India. So there is one last chapter that I need to cover, that is Roman numerals. So in this video I will dedicatedly teach you about Roman numerals, reading and writing of numerals and solving a few problems. That is conversion of Indian Arabic system to Roman numeric system. So before that, I would like to give you a quick introduction and a brief background about Roman numerals. So we know our regular numbers that we use, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. So these numbers have actually originated in India and the Arabs picked them up, post which these were spread across Europe. But however, just to remind you, these are not the only numeral system that is available in the world. There were other systems also available, but among those, the Roman numerals was widely used at the time, and now also it is used in most of our day-to-day lives along with the normal numeral system. So that is the reason why it is imperative for us to understand what Roman numerals are, what Roman numbers are, and how we use them in our day-to-day life. We have seen the quick introduction about Roman numerals. Let's try to see the applications of Roman numerals in our day-to-day life. For example, you can see the clock on the board towards the left-hand side. So these are nothing but the Roman numerals, and we will usually see these Roman numerals in our clocks, in our watches. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in order to read a few clocks or a few watches, you need Roman numerals. And also your chapters, your headings in your textbooks, even chapters in a novel or in any book for that matter, usually people tend to use Roman numerals. Also, you will be facing Roman numerals while your teacher ranks you based on the performance that you have performed in your exam. So that is first rank, second rank, third rank. All these are nothing but will be using Roman numerals as denoted factor. So this is how you use Roman numerals in your day-to-day life. Without wasting further any more time, let's jump right into the video. But before that, hi, I'm Deepthi, and if you're new to my channel, I request you all to please like, share and subscribe to my channel for further videos on high school mathematics that will help you or your kid to understand the foundations of high school maths. And let me tell you, with experience, these foundations are very useful for you in your future as well, while giving exams for placements or any entrance exam for that matter. So please like my video if you really like my video, and share and subscribe to my channel so that it will help my channel grow. So without wasting further any more time, let's jump right into the topic of the day. Now, let's jump right into the topic. So Roman numerals, as I told you, I have given you a quick introduction of the brief history of Roman numerals and how we are using them in our day-to-day life. Now let's see how to denote Indo-Arabic or Hindu-Arabic system to Roman numerals. Now, so 1, this is our regular numeric system that we use. 1 can be denoted in this form, capital letter I. Okay. 5 can be denoted in V in alphabets. So in Roman numerals, 1 is this one, 5 can be denoted as this, 10 can be denoted as X, okay, 50 can be denoted as L, 100 can be denoted as C, that is, remember 100 as century, okay, 500 can be denoted as D and 1000 can be denoted as M. Okay, so 1 is I, 5 is V, 10 is X, 50 is L, 100 is C, 500 is D and 1000 is M. So these are how we denote most commonly used numbers, or I would say these are the hard stops using which we will try to derive other numbers such as 2, 3, 4 and then 6, 7, 8, 9. So all the numbers that fall in between these ranges have certain rules that we need to follow in order to write a number into a Roman numeral. So now let's jump right into the rules that we need to follow so that we can derive the numbers between these all hard stops. Now let's see the rule 1 of Roman numerals. So if a symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. That means, for example, we have a symbol as this 1, 1. We know that I is 1, right? And we know that X is 10 as per the previous slide. So we can say 2 in the form of Roman numerals as I and I. That means we are adding 1 twice. That is nothing but 2. Okay, similarly 3 in Roman numerals can be stated as 3 I's. Okay, so 3 will be 3 I's. But you might have a doubt. So what about 4? Can 4 be 4 I's? No. There is a restriction for this rule. Any Roman numeral can be repeated not more than thrice. That means any Roman numeral can be repeated only 3 times or less than 3 times, but definitely not more than 3 times. Okay, and in that rule also there is another restriction saying that I, that is 1, X, that is 10, C, that is 100, M, that is 1000. These 4 only can be repeated. Rest all, that is V, L, D, that is 5, 50 and 500 can never be repeated. Please bear in mind, only these can be repeated and these can never be repeated. You will get hang of these rules once you practice further and once you remember the denotions, that is 1, X, C, M, all these notations, then only you will be able to understand and apply the rules properly. Okay, now in the same way as I told you, X can be repeated. So 20, so this is wrong. 20 we can write it as XX, right? And 30 we can write it as XXX. But 40 we cannot write it as XXXX is wrong. Okay, 40, there is another rule using which we can write and denote 40. So this is the first rule of writing Roman numerals. Okay, and in the same way I can tell you how 100 and 1000 also can be repeated. For example, if you want 300, that means C can be written as 300. Okay, and also 200 can be written as CC, that is nothing but 100 plus 100 is nothing but 200. Okay, and we will perform different operations such as if you say for example C, what is C here? One C is equal to 100 and the next C is equal to 100 and the next C is equal to 100. So if we had 100 plus 100 plus 100, we get 300. So by adding the value associated with the Roman numeral, we will get the final value. So that is how we write every number in the form of Roman numerals. And in the same way, m also can be repeated, but remember only thrice and not more than thrice. So m is 1000 and m can be 2000. And in the same way, m can be 3000. So this is the first rule of Roman numbers. Now let's see the next rule. Now this is rule 2. Rule 2 says that if a symbol of smaller value, okay, is written to the right side of a symbol of greater value, then we add its value to the value of the greater symbol. Now let's see what this means. Suppose, what is this? This is 10. What if I add 1 beside 10? It will not be nothing but 10 plus 1, right? This is nothing but 11. This means this. That is, if a symbol of smaller value, this is a symbol of smaller value, this is 10 and this is 1, is written to the right of the symbol. This is the right side, this is left side, is written to the right of a symbol of the greater value. This is a symbol of a greater value. Then we add to its value the value of the greater symbol. So, what is the smallest value? 1. What is the largest value or greater value? 10. So, we add 10 to the value of the greater symbol, that is 1 to 10, that is nothing but 11. This is rule 2. For example, what if I write this? What is the smallest value here? Smallest symbol, smallest value? V, that is nothing but 5, and this is 10. So can we write this as 10 plus 5? 15. Okay? In the same way, this. What is this? 5, and this is smaller value 1. So can I write this as 5 plus 1? 6. Okay? In the same way, 10, 1, 2, 3. So can I write this as 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1? Right? Nothing but 10 plus 3. This is 13. Now, let's quickly see the rule 3. If a symbol of smaller value, that is, let's write a symbol of smaller value. The easiest symbol of smaller value is 1. So I is written to the left of a symbol of greater value. What is a symbol of greater value? Let's take an easy symbol, that is B, nothing but 5. He is saying that if this is written to the left of this, that is a symbol of greater value, then this value will be subtracted from this value. That is, this is 5, this is 1. So he is saying that symbol, its value will be subtracted from the value of the greater symbol, that is 5, and 1. 1 will be subtracted from 5, that is 4. So 4 in Roman numerals is denoted as I and V. Okay? In the same way, what is this? 10. And what is this? Because it's written to the left, not right, right? It will get added. The previous rule, rule 2. Left, it will get subtracted. Is this 9? Next, if I say, for example, this. Is this 10? This is 50. So 50 minus 10, 40. Okay, let's say how to write 90, because we have a hard value, that is C. 100 based on this rule. Can we say this as X, XC? Why? Because 100 minus 10 is 90. Okay. So now let's see the fourth rule. Fourth rule says that the symbols V, L and D, that is 5, 50 and 500, are never written to the left of the symbol of a greater value. Okay, that means we cannot subtract VLD, that is 5, 50 and 500 from any other number. we can only subtract 1, 10 and 100 from other numbers in order to get the values within the range whenever possible. Okay, and here if you see, 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10, right? How? As I told you previously, 1 if subtracted from 5, do we get 4? Right. And 1 subtracted from 10, do we get 9? Yes, based on the previous rule. But it's not the other way around. We cannot subtract V, L and D from any other number. In the same way, 10. This can also be subtracted from L, M, C. L is nothing but 50, M is nothing but 1000 and C is nothing but 100. So 10C. Can I write this as 90 as I told you? And can I write L this as 40, right? So 10 can be subtracted from L, M and C, and C can be subtracted from 500 and 1000. How? CD is nothing but 500 minus 100, that is 400. Okay, and M is, suppose if I say CM, it is nothing but 1000 minus 100, that is 900. So we write 900 as CM, but we will never subtract these three symbols from any other symbol of greater value. Okay, now let's quickly see rule 5. Now, rule 5 states that if a smaller numeral, that is of 1, 5 or some smaller numeral, is placed between two larger numerals, then it is always subtracted. Which one? The smaller numeral is always subtracted from the larger numerals immediately following it. For example, I have taken these three for you. Okay. Now, what is this? 10. And this is a smaller numeral that is placed between these two. Right. Now, what is this? 5. So, it's not saying anything about the left hand side. It's saying about the right hand side, that is immediately following it. Saying take this and subtract 1 because it is the number. Saying that between two large numerals, it is always subtracted from the larger number immediately following it. So it will be 10 plus 4, nothing but 14. Okay. Now what about this? This is 10 plus, this is 10 and this is 1. So we can write it as 10 plus 9, 19. Now this one, 100. It is saying only about the numeral is following it. Now we have two numbers in between, right? So what is this? 4, right? And this is a smaller numeral. This is placed in between these two. So can we write this as 100 plus, same as this one, 10 plus 5 minus 1. So it is nothing but 110 plus 4, 114. Okay. The last rule is if a bar is nothing but this line, okay, is placed over a numeral, over any numeral, then it is multiplied by 1000. For example, if I write like this, then it means what is the numeral value? 5. 5 into 1000, that is 5000, right? If I say a bar like this, okay, then we'll see what is this? 100. So 100 into bar is placed on top. So it will be 1000. So it is nothing but 10,000. Okay. So if a bar is placed over a numeral, then it is multiplied by 1000. So now using these rules, now let's quickly write in the frequently used Roman numerals, and then I'll show you how we have used all the rules and how we have written the numbers from 1 to 50 or 100 and so on. Now, using all the above rules, this is how we write Roman numerals. Now I'll try to explain you how we have used the rules as I read through the numbers. You know that 1 is straightforwardly 1, right? And 2 is nothing but 1 plus 1, so we'll write it as 2, that is, okay, 3, that is, I told you that any Roman numeral can be added up to 3 times except a few numbers. 4, that is 1 plus, 4 can be written as using rule number 2. No, you remember 3, wherein 5 minus 1 is 4. That is lower value Roman numeral needs to be subtracted from the greater value if the lower value is present to the left hand side. This is 5 and 6. 6 is the second rule, that is greater value. Now we will be we will be adding this to the greater value, right? 7, same, 5 plus 2, 8, 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 8, 9, again the rule that I have told you, wherein 10 will be subtracted, 1 will be subtracted from 10. 10 we have a standard value. 11 we'll add 1 to 10. 12 we add 2 to 10. 13 we'll add 3, 1 to 3 to 10. In the same way, we can write numbers after 100 also, after 50 also. 14, 10 plus 4, 15 is nothing but 10 plus 5. And 14, this is another rule that I have told you, wherein smaller value number is between the two Roman numerals, and then we'll be subtracting the smaller value from the larger value immediately following it. 16, that is 10 and 6, okay. Now 17, 10 and 7, 18, 10 and 8, 19 is also following the same rule as the above. That is 10 minus 1, 9 plus 10. 20 is nothing but 10 plus 10. 30, I told you 3 times we can repeat, but not more than that. 40 again can be written as 10. That is 50 minus 10, that is 40. Okay, 50 is L, 60 is 50 plus 10. If you see the trend, right, from the lower numbers, we are using the same rule to get the higher value also. So this is how, using all the rules that I have taught you, you can derive the larger numbers. 70, 80, 3 times I told you it can repeat. 90, again we use the same rule wherein we subtracted 10 from 100, and 100 is 100. Okay, so this is how you write a Roman numeral from our Hindu-Arabic system. Now what we'll do is we'll see a couple of examples wherein I convert from Roman numerals to our Hindu-Arabic system and vice versa. Then you'll have an idea how to convert and use these Roman. Now let's see how we convert these numbers into Roman numerals. 49. Can we write this as 40 plus 9? What is 40? Can I write this as 50 minus 10 is 40? So can I write this as XL? And what is 9? Nothing but IX. That is 10 minus 1. So it will be XLIX. First you divide and then you write. That will be very easy for you. Can I write this as 90 plus 8? 98. 90 is nothing but 10 less than 100. So can I write this as XC? 100 minus 10. And can I write 8 as what? Right? So this will be XEVIII. That's it. Divide the number and then write its equivalent Roman numeral and then add it. What is 89? 80? 80 plus 9? How do you write 80? Can I write 80 as this? 50, 60, 70, 80 plus 9, right? So it will be What is 478? How do you write this? Can I write this as 400 plus 50 plus 20 plus 8? Okay. Why did I write? Because 400 we can write directly from 500 by subtracting 100. Because that is the rule. C can be subtracted from D. 50. L we have directly 20. Have XX and 8 we have this, so it is CDL XX 8. Okay, 759. Can I write this as 500 plus 200 plus 50 plus 9? Right? So this answer will be 500 is D, 200 is CC, 100, 50 is L and 9 is this. Simple. It will be DCCLIX. Right? 1999 in the same way. Can I write this as 1000 plus 900 plus 90 plus 9? See, all are subtracted from their tens here. What is 1000? M. What is 900? You can say this as CM. Why? 100 minus M, that is, sorry, M minus 100, that is 1000 minus 100, 900. What is 90? Can I do it as XC? 100 minus 10. And what is this? 10 minus 1. So this is nothing but 1999, that is MC MXCIX. Okay, last one, 4592. Can I write this as 4590 plus 2? I told you we can put a bar on top of a Roman numeral and that will be multiplied by 1000, the last rule. So, can I write like this? 4 into 1000. 500 is D. What is 90? 90 is nothing but 10 into 100. That is, sorry, 100 minus 10 plus 2. This will be, this is how you write a biggest number also in Roman numerals. Once you know the rules, these are very easy to follow. Okay, now let's see the opposite, that is from Roman numerals we'll try to convert to R. Now let's see the vice versa, that is conversion of Roman numerals to our Hindu-Arabic system. Now this is a pretty straightforward process and easier than what we have done before, but this requires you to follow the rules and then do the problems. For example, now let's see how to do this. First one is, remember this, CC. What is, just divide, apply the rules and do it. CC, there is nothing that is following that, right? It's just it's on its own. Can we write this as 100 plus 100, that is 200? Now, okay, there is no rule that we can follow here other than bundling the numbers. Can we write this as 10 plus 10 because this is XX? And this is 8. Right? So this is nothing but 228. Okay. Now this. I told you bar on Roman numeral is into 1000. So 6 into 1000, that is 6000 plus. Now if you see here, this part you see, this is 1000. And there are two rules you can follow here. One is, you know that a smaller value is placed just before the larger value. We'll subtract the smaller value from the larger value. That is 1000 minus 100. So this is nothing but 900. And the second rule is, in between these two, a smaller value is placed. Then also we'll be subtracting this from this. Right? So that is one. And what is this? 20. This one. So it is 6921. Correct? Now the last one. What is this? 11. So can I write this as 11 into 1000? Right? Plus, what is this? 500. And this is 100. So we can't apply that rule. But there are 300s following the 500. So can we bundle this together and write it as 800, because 500, 600, 700, 800. Plus, what is this? 100 minus 10. That is 90 plus 2. 11,000 plus 800 plus 92. That is 11,892. This is how you convert from Roman numerals to Hindu Arabic system. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the rules and the concepts of how to convert from one system to another system. These are used pretty much in our day-to-day life, and also we can add these two Roman numerals and we can subtract also the operations, but we don't need to that level, because either way we'll be converting them to our our numeral system, that is the Hindu Arabic system. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll subtract. So it's not really required, but I have applied this concept, this addition or subtraction, to the puzzle that I'm going to give you today for you to solve. So now I hope you really understood, and we'll jump right into the puzzle. But before that, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me over my email. So without wasting any more time, let's jump to the last segment of the video, that is the puzzle of the day. Let's quickly jump into the puzzle of the day. Find the value of CXVI plus XIII plus VI plus CCLXV. So use all the concepts that I have told you, convert every number into our Hindu Arabic system, and then add those values, get the number, and then convert that into Roman numeral. This is how you perform additions on Roman numerals. So I hope you understood the lecture so far. So in case you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via my email address placed in the description box below. So any questions on Roman numerals or any chapters that have been discussed so far, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will be helping you as much as I can. So if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and please ring the bell notification down below so that you will never miss an update from me. So in the next video, we'll be seeing the word problems associated with all the topics that we have learned so far, and we'll be wrapping up the number system of the first chapter of 6th class officially in the next video. So till then, I hope you all to stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.